Hello everyone. Emphasis of lasers in avoiding climate disaster. Climate change is the biggest challenge humanity has ever faced, and the consequence of which we are witnessing presently in the form of California wildfire. In recent years, human activities have emit around 51 billion tons of greenhouse gases annually into the Earth's atmosphere, and this number is drastically increasing every year. The IPCC report of 2010 has given red code for the humanity to cut the emission of greenhouse gases to avoid a catastrophe in future. In wake of that, number of government policies are being made to cut the greenhouse gas emission and to support the new innovations relating to green energy. But also around 860 million people don't have access to electricity all over the world, and majority of this population are from very poor countries whose dependency is mainly on agriculture. The two major problems, and what if we don't cut the greenhouse emission? We have two problems. We need to deliver cheap, reliable energy to poor and rest of the world. It's not enough to deliver cheap, reliable energy, but also it should be clean. Why zero and need for a clean energy? Here's an analogy to prove whether we really need to get to zero. The climate is like a bathtub that's slowly filling up with water. Even if we slow the flow of water to a trickle, the tub will eventually fill up and water will come spilling out onto the floor. That's the disaster we have to prevent. The world is in need of breakthroughs which will harness an energy which have to be cheaper, greener, inexhaustible, and reliable than the conventional energy sources. Laser and fusion, a holy grail of energy. Just 1 cubic kilometer of seawater can produce as much as energy which will exceed the entire Earth's oil reserves. Role of CHIRPED lasers in ANEUTRONIC fusion. Hydrogen boron fusion is an aneutonic fusion which achieved using two powerful lasers in rapid bursts, which apply precise nonlinear forces to comprise a nuclide together. Studies have shown that the laser-initiated chain reaction to create 1 billion-fold higher energy output than predicted under thermal equilibrium conditions. One of the most fascinating points about the hydrogen boron fusion is that it's an aneutonic fusion. That is, it releases very less number of neutrons in the reaction when compared to other fusion reactions. Other fusion reactions release 80% of the energy in the form of neutron, whereas in hydrogen boron fusion, very least energy is released in the form of neutrons. These reactors have the potential to be much smaller than the current size. With the added safety benefits, we hopefully don't need all the safety infrastructure, which would also allow them to be placed closer to the populations. The advantages of laser-driven aneutonic fusion are there on the screen. Are aneutonic fusion generators really better than other energy sources? Of course they are, because they are much cheaper than all existing energy sources, much less impact on the environment, steady source of power. How hydrogen boron fusion stands out among other fusion reactors? Because no greenhouse gas emission, no fuel spillage, no radioactive waste, unlimited energy, decentralized power. The conclusion is that if we invest much more in research and development of hydrogen boron fusion reactors, then with much ease we can navigate through the biggest challenges that humanity is encountering, the climate change. Let's innovate together to make this green planet free from greenhouse gases to become green again. Thank you.